Not really. Oh my goodness. I've got two frogs in my throat. Let me get a drink. Just diet soda. Come on back. Now you can see the antique boxes, not the antique seller who has no makeup on and doesn't need to scare the internet like that. Oh, my office is an absolute tip at the moment. Yeah, and it's not me with no makeup on. My hair pulled back. Oh, scary. Oh, heavens. You're like, oh, no, I can see you. No, you don't want to see me. I'm sure that was a very unflattering camera angle. It went bye-byes. That has been deleted. Girl, it is 10:30 at night here. I had 4 hours of sleep last night. No cat nap this afternoon. Don't try to flatter me. I know I look like I just looked in the mirror. I'm like, oh God, we're scaring people. Well, I'm happy to see all of you too, but you don't have to see me sitting there. I don't have to see you sitting there looking terrible. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm happier here anyway. Guys, don't forget to click the 3 dots and click the thumbs up. We'll see how many people we can get in, how much attention we can attract with some antique boxes. And that's all I'm going to sell tomorrow. I told you there were so many that we could literally do a box sale. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I have a few jewelry, like larger jewelry boxes. I have some antique trays. I have a silver jewelry box, celluloid. It's a lot of it's out there. So some of you really love the boxes. Oh, girl, everybody looks like hell after work. But you don't want to go on the internet live. How are you, Ramel? How are you, honey? Is it okay there now? I know you had a terrible storm. Yeah, I'm looking through these. Some of these, see, I just put all of my boxes up here. And of course, some of them I'm not going to get rid of. I have to keep them for display. Now, I think I'll let that little bracelet box go. Go away. Go away. I look every day at 61 and then some. Girl, I looked in the mirror. I looked in the mirror when I found out that I was live on there. Scared me. Scared me. Then that southern accent comes out. I'm scared. Oh, thank you, Terry. Yeah, I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, you see how many blipping boxes there are. I mean, it's madness. Oh, you could tell it was live all right. Scared the daylights out of myself. I don't know what it did. All I could see was a black screen. Oh, I lied. Guess what? This needs cleaned up. Let me give it a little polish while I talk about it. I was going through the boxes. Now you'll see there's a watch peeking out there, a 1940s watch. Oh, girl, isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? No, not really. Well, I won't be 62 until May, but could get hit by a bus by then. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm not saying that I have to wear makeup. I don't. But I don't even have skincare on. I took a shower and pulled my hair back in a hairband because I clean my face before I go to bed again. You know, clean my face, clean my teeth, do my skincare. And I'm like, I only took a shower maybe 2 hours ago. I'm like, oh, I don't want to double do skincare. So, yeah, there's no moisturizer. I'm looking dry. uh, oh, thank you, Justine. Boy, there are some gorgeous boxes here. Just going through some of them. I don't think they're all going to sell. If there's enough people, I guess if there's enough people, I have got into like a lot of these reselling groups on Facebook. I haven't sold anything on there yet, but there are other people selling. So I think if I post, I know I've had a lot of people seen a lot of people say, "Oh, I'd love to get my hands on some antique boxes." And I think they'd really love to get their hands on some antique boxes from England, yeah? I know when I sold in the States, I couldn't, and I bought here, I would get my hands on as many boxes as I could, but, there's only so much space. How much can you bring back? As many suitcases as they would let me. That's how many. Now, I put Victorian and Art Deco in the title. I do have some mid-century because I know some of you are mid-century sellers or mid-century collectors. So I thought you might want some of those too. Yeah, the older the better. Absolutely. Um, there are a couple Georgian in the mix. Not very many, but there are. The little do I even have them out? I don't always keep them with my other boxes because they're a little bit more fragile. The barrel shaped boxes usually. Ashley was in Jason's live. Okay. She might be in here. Was she selling or just saying hi? Y'all ever go? I was going through these boxes today, and actually some boxes that I had for my house, and I found thousands, literally thousands in inventory. Do you remember the 22 carat hand carved en tremblant Georgian brooch? It was in those boxes. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's getting back into some selling. I think this is just one of the most little special things. That was in there, and I'll tell you what else was in there. A Gucci 18 karat gold, 18 karat white gold chain. That I totally forgot. Well, I knew I had it. I just hadn't seen it in forever. Yeah, I don't know who could forget that Georgian brooch. Oh my goodness. I knew I had it, I just didn't know where it was. And I hoped it was in some of the boxes at my ex pack. Let's see. The Georgian ones they're gonna look like this. This is a repro, but or they'll have, they have the funny shapes like camelback, and I'll show you when we get there. And not everyone can afford the hard boxes, so I am going to bring some of the cardboard ones. Not everybody's going to want to put, $50 out on an antique box. I mean, if you want something to display or to sell I mean, I don't have to tell all you. Now I have a few of these Art Deco ones. It's supposed to look like Stingray. I think I have a ring. I might have a bracelet, a watch. This was in with the boxes, so I'll show it. It's actual tortoiseshell. And that's silver. Silver inlay. No, it's Zero. English. Felicia, I probably have, I know I have some Coro boxes. I think they're at the other house. But of course they're card. They're on carded stock. They're not leather. Okay, so that's a little Victorian purse. And that's real tortoiseshell, of course. And all of these are silver. I can polish them up and show you. And maybe with some good silver polish. So today I'm just going to go through all of them. And if they have something in them, like I'm staring at that beautiful 1940s watch, I'll show you that. Because, quite often do I open these boxes and there's something in it. This is F.B. Butlin, Practical Jeweler, Market Avenue, Huddersfield. And someone wrote on the top of this, and I'll show you, November 1940. So that's exactly when this watch is from. I love old watches. I'm a bit of an old watch junkie. Especially these 1930s and 40s watches with the bracelet case. No, 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 no. Well, today I'm outside of Cheltenham. Ooh, that's upside down. Sorry about that. Memory, I think it's a spinel. A lab-created spinel. Because it glows under UV. I mean, is that not old Hollywood glam? Girl, I lose track of my moves. How are you going to keep track of them? I'm just going to start grabbing them off. That's velvet and metal, flocked metal, and absolutely gorgeous. Evesham is here. Evesham's a little village near here. Definitely Deco. You could put a big necklace in that, and it's still clean and gorgeous inside. So often the silk is like filthy just from, touching it and then time. But this one's gorgeous. You could put pearls, necklaces. Yeah, it's beautiful. Great for a reseller. Or just a collector for display. This one's Victorian. Now, could you polish all those marks out? You could, but I leave them as they are, just have them cleaned and a little bit of wax on them. And of course, clean the velvet, or at least try to. Now, this one, absolutely perfect, like it was never used. The silk velvet's still pitch. The satin's perfect. It's like it was old stock. And that's going to fit a watch, a bracelet, a necklace. I know, honey. I know. It always sells better when you have them in, when you have antique or vintage in the proper box. And that one's gone a little dark. I'll tell you my little secret, what I do with the velvet. I take a permanent black marker and I'll just make the velvet black. Or whatever color. Like that sort of, can't really see what that box is. Sort of black, but, oh, dark navy. You can make the velvet dark navy. Just take a permanent marker and color it. If you don't like the light velvet, how it's been marked. Easy enough fix. That one's in gorgeous condition as well. Oh, once they're yours, honey. If you want to resell them, you resell them. This is an early one. It would have been a watch or a bracelet. Which brown ones? The humpback ones? This one's absolutely fabulous. Early, early, early. Definitely Victorian. What does it say? Um, it's got the whole big name, but it says to the Queen and the Royal Family, and it's New Bond Street. Yeah, these are those are they're dear. They're a little expensive. That's another one I would probably darken up. It's just from touching somebody not washing their hands or touching it and the oil from their skin and then dirt getting trapped in it. I mean, I see a lot of people, gosh, their cases look bad. Oh, this one's probably 1920s or 1930s, and it's actually got bonded leather onto metal. Another Deco, but I love it. I don't. I don't either. But if it looks really nasty, then yeah, I do. I will, like I said, I'll take a permanent marker and I'll color the velvet. I'm sure there's every flavor of everything in the world. But here, there aren't a lot of flavor things because they're not allowed to use artificial flavoring. So this is like my new obsession. Pink lemonade 7 Up. Ooh. Yeah, this one, the silk is, I don't mind this at all though, especially if you have like a gorgeous old brooch in it. Like that. Montrose with a buckle. Mmm. Lovely. It was in one of the boxes, but it was in a Scottish box. When I show it, I'll show it in the box. Lime Gatorade. I'm not the biggest fan of Gatorade. Andrew used to call it Haterade when he was little. This one's gorgeous too. I have collected some very nice pieces for y'all. Now, these are silver plate. I thought it was a box. No. Well, any kind of fluid will help rehydrate you, but they say the electrolytes in Gatorade are supposed to replenish fluids quicker. I don't know about that. I have loads of brooch and stick pin boxes. And they're all in beautiful, the interiors are all in beautiful condition. There's green. There's like inky purple. Well, hello, Andy Cass. Now, these are rare, and I actually have a few of them. They're wedding ring boxes. You know, for the wedding ring and the engagement ring, or the groom's ring and the bride's ring. It's always worth, if you're a reseller, it's always worth, or you have a wedding set that you want to keep and display in a beautiful box. It's always worth having one of these. I think I showed you. Did I show you? No, I didn't show you this one. Oh, these are Masonic. I have a few. And they're in beautiful condition. So I have to pull it back here to open it. This one's early. And of course, they are worth more if they're printed inside. I think I showed you all this one. I paid so much money for this box. I cannot believe that I paid what I paid for it. I'll probably have to sell it online because the cartouche is not only, it's engraved on 9-karat gold. And it was probably a lady's watch. I paid silly money for it, but I loved it. Y'all know how addicted I am to to these antique boxes. There's another humpback. This must have had something high in it, though, like a watch that rubbed on it. It's still so beautiful, though. The color of it and the silk velvet and silk lining. This one's Deco, but it's really pretty. Just nice quality silk and velvet. Again, a watchlet, a bracelet, a necklace. What I like to do with this size is actually, you know, sometimes if I have a collection, like if I have a collection of opals, I'll put it in a box this size. Well, opals, I'd usually go with something dark because they show up better. But yeah, I adore this one as well. This, I think, had a brooch and earrings. So you could do either or both. There's ring boxes here. I know everybody's like, where's the ring boxes? They're here. This is absolutely beautiful. This burgundy, the silk. Now, I think this was probably buttons and cufflinks, but you could do a lot with it. I think that's stunning. Is this the one from New Jersey? Yeah, Trenton, New Jersey. The velvet's just brushed funny. But that's a pendant box from Jersey. Oh, here's the brooch was in this box. The Scottish brooch. Actually, there were a few in there. This one I think is vintage, not antique, but it's still beautiful. Brooch box. Because brooches, you know, really were popular up until the 80s. They didn't really kind of lose favor until maybe the 80s. Well, to the 90s. Because we were still wearing brooches like crazy in the 80s. Well, I know I was. Ah, one of those double ring boxes again. But this one's mapping and web. And if you know anything about fine things, not just fine jewelry, but fine things, it's mapping and web. These are definitely Deco. And in really good condition as well. I think these would have been like collar stays, and they're definitely Deco, but look how brand new and pristine the box looks. You could look the patent number up. But that box is like new. It even has that new snap. Yeah, this one's all silk. These boxes, I think, are the most versatile because they fit like the largest range of things. When you get a necklace box, it's definitely a necklace box. Those can go for bracelets or necklaces, or like I said, a little collection. You can put a little group. This one is just card, but I love it. It's an original Art Deco necklace box. I've used it many times to display necklaces. I'll save the ring ones for last. Now, this is definitely, look at the insignia above Lotus. This is so Deco, it's not funny. Lotus are simulated pearls. But it works for any necklace. And I just love the tiered box. I I think the box would probably be more spectacular than the simulated pearls. And it still snaps. We got big boxes, Felicia. We can ship. Don't worry. Like I said, I am going to put it in the selling groups on Facebook. Now, this is a jeweler. Man Family Jewelers are still here and still operating. And I guarantee you they don't have boxes like this today. Which is funny because I normally don't ship in a jewelry box. I don't want anybody to know what's going on. 1950s. It's huge. Yummy velvet. Fantastic for like a multi-display. The sales groups and some of them are specifically sales groups, and then other ones I think are like sort of show and tell groups, but they allow you to post in them. I could tag you if you're interested in them. Now, this one I think was cutlery, but still fantastic for a jewelry seller. One of my favorite displays, if you remember, I used to do the tray on a big old cutlery box, a big old satin cutlery box. Speaking of which, those of you in the chat, the sale on Sunday, I am going to bring back the tray. Antique, vintage, costume, and silver on the tray. The tray. Look at this beauty. That's a very versatile piece as well. And if you're looking to buy them, I think, does this one have a watch? No, it's just an Art Deco, beautiful Art Deco watch box. Deb is she's been really busy at work, and she's busy now that her boys are both getting older. She's busy every weekend with the boys and family. What's this one? Oh, this is mid-century. Oh, she hates the tray. Yeah, I know you're being facetious because she hates the tray. I actually like the tray until people start going crazy. Obviously, that's a watch box. Well, it was meant to be a watch box. Let's say, because you could do a pendant, you could do a bracelet, you could do a watch, you could do, like I said, little collections of brooches. Yeah, I don't mind the tray at all until people are like, I want to see this, I want to see that. I'm like, I want to see the back of my eyes. Please, please kill me. Please unalive me. Can't say Kill, unfortunately. Don't get me. This one's James Walker, the London jeweler. I told you, these are actually really rare, and I have quite a few of them. Well, let's just say when I saw them for sale, I did snap them up. The double ring boxes. I have a wedding set, and well, I think it's the original box. It's Liberty of London. It's what I bought them in. I mean, there are so many here. I mean, that just, the silk glows in that. People are coming in, they're like, what are they what is she selling? Antique jewelry boxes. This one's Art Deco. Looks like there's a bit of foxing, just aging how paper ages, but that's silk. But still beautiful condition. Some of these, yeah, that one's beautiful. The top's a little bit rough, but really when you're displaying jewelry, do you see that? And does it make a difference? No, to me it kind of looks authentic. Here's the Ciro. Watch or bracelet box. Ooh, you gotta watch your fingers with that one. 1930s. Yeah, this one's Cheltenham. I'll probably keep the Cheltenham one. Let's see. I think this is a humpback stick pin. It is. So it would be like if a stick pin had a big top. You can see how that big indentation is. If you've got a nice fine stick pin that has a big top on it. It's recessed. I have a few of those, so yeah, we'll part with that one. This is mid-century. Still silk velvet, but it's got like a fabric. The box is actually fabric, but it's still in beautiful condition. Those are, I want to say 1940s, that box is. That was the French emerald earrings came in those. Now, speaking of Deb and April and Felicia, my purple people. Purple box. Purple velvet. Purple velvet brooch box. We're getting down there. Can't believe it. That one's Art Deco. Another Mappin and Webb. This is Bull Street in Birmingham. That's a fab. Did you all see the pile that was there? This is another really good versatile one. It's small. You could put a ring or earrings. And it's got beautiful graphics on the inside. The phone number's only 4 numbers. Guess that's what it was back in the day. Now this, I don't know why these are in here because this is mid-century, this box, and these are Art Nouveau. They're Art Nouveau silver cufflinks. So I need to find an art. I was shocked when I opened it. Yep, there are people here, they're just not saying anything. I think they're just watching, probably like, what the heck? Well, I'm Dana Stewart Coates if you're new here, and I sell antique jewelry from England. And very seldom I sell antique boxes. You can see the Masonic medals that were in there for years. Personally, I would redarken the bottom but keep the top the way it is. I think it's cool. Okay, some of the nice cardstock ones. I think this is a pendant box, or yeah, well, there would have been a pendant in it, but this is another one I think I'd darken up, and then you could use it for multi-use. Now, I told you there's a silver one. It does need, all they ever had in them was cardstock. You know, like a hard cardstock in the bottom. But it's beautiful antique silver jewelry box. Yeah, yeah, I do very seldom have them. This one I didn't clean the velvet. She's an oldie, but a goodie, that inky blue. Okay, ring boxes. You know, I'm not going to offer a ton of them, but I will offer some really nice ones. This one's Art Deco, and it's Fordham and Mason. Victorian. I love the unusual shaped ones. To me, that just kind of looks like a clamshell. That one's vintage, but beautiful for display. Oh, that I showed you that. See, now I think we're grabbing. We got Gloucester, which is really where I'm at. Maybe I'll pull a couple more ring boxes if there's a big demand. You know, I get a little antsy. Like I'm gonna run out. Now, this is the last, like, proper jewelry box I'm gonna show you. Wait a second. I don't think I showed you this one. This is another one from the 1940s, that fabric. But this is my favorite. It has mother of pearl and 9-karat gold rose buttons and stays in it. personally, I think if I bought this, I would take this bit out, keep the buttons, and then just put a piece of silk or velvet. That way you could use it. This one's, yeah, that's my favorite. I would say on the most, oh, did I? No, I didn't show you this. This is paper mache, papier mache. And that's silver. And this would have been for eyeglasses or a lorgnette. Okay, let's see. These would have went in a jewelry box. I think, I don't know what happened to the jewelry box. Or maybe I bought the trays separately. But if you're a reseller or you even want to display in your own home, or you want to divide up your jewelry box or a drawer, these are perfect. Because you can put rings, of course, across here and then fill the trays. It would have been out of an Edwardian box. How do I know? Because I have them. And I actually have one for offer. But I have 2 of these trays that I'll sell. They're fantastic if you're a reseller. And they're practical even for you just to use them. Okay. 1 Edwardian jewelry box. That I haven't cleaned the velvet on. I will before tomorrow. Water run satin in the back. Double trade sides. Yeah. Fabulous, but the lock doesn't work. But really, really incredible if you want to display, if you want to put it on your desk and sell from it, or you just want to put it on your vanity and, you know, have your things, your pretty things sitting out. And then I have 1 Victorian. Now, do I think you could use this as a jewelry box? Yes. Do I think once upon a time it was a sewing box? It was either a sewing box or someone made it and they decided the decoration would be a mother of pearl button. Either way, it's a gorgeous wooden box. And I can't guarantee, but I could probably get you a key to work it. Because it's just a skeleton box, isn't it? A skeleton key. It's been lined with card. And it's not a really heavy wood, so it won't be crazy to ship it. Which you all know, I mean, if this is all you bought, you know, you have to spend 100 with me to get free shipping. If this is all you bought, I'd have to say, hey, you got to kick me some shipping. But it's not usually the case, but just bringing it up, if somebody would come in and buy something great big like that and like, oh, hey, that's free shipping. Maybe not. Like I said, tomorrow we'll just be doing boxes. It'll be fun because we'll have fun with it. Probably only take us a couple hours to get through all that. And before I do the boxes, I'll do a preview of Sunday sale. I'm going to make a video. Last week I made a video. It spun and spun and spun and spun, which means it did not load. And then for some reason it never did load. It never did download. When I came in and did a big video about the moonstones. So I'll try and make it early so it gets out way ahead of a time before we have the box sale. But it'll be the preview for the Sunday sale. And I think probably the tray's going to be really... Oh, it's okay. I need to remake it anyway. I didn't sell... I did have 2 people did come forward for the bracelet. I realize they're big money pieces. I realize not everybody's going to be able to invest in them. But really, I'm glad I didn't sell them because I've got appraisals back. They were worth double what I was asking for them. I mean, and that's a good deal. So I'm actually quite happy I didn't sell them. I mean, they will sell eventually. Everything sells in the end. Oh, what did I find when I was in the boxes too, though? Felicia, you're the numismatist. You're the coin person. Well, one of them. Anytime I find American coins, well, of course, the antique ones, I have to pick them up. I know one of the years is rare. I don't think it's 81, though. Yeah, she's in fairly good condition. But yeah, just boxes, and we all get to hang out and chit-chat and for at least a couple hours. And like I said, I'll do the preview for Sunday. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Never mind, it's 11, well, nearly half 11 here. Like I said, I had 4 hours of sleep. Scary. I'm going to hop off of here and post the links to Facebook. And then I think I better get some rest. Because I'm starting to get loopy. Starting to get loopy. Ha ha ha. I'm always loopy. It was wonderful to see you all. Thank you for coming in. Felicia, thank you for chatting. Everybody else is being quiet. They're just all watching. Hey, antique boxes, if it's your thing, it's your thing. If it's not your thing, then you're like, hey, where's the jewelry? The jewelry will be here Sunday. I love you too. I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. Night, night, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Ramel. Night, HC. I know which ones of my people that are here. Love you all, guys. You have a good night's rest too. Bye-bye.